Iran's supreme leader today ordered his parliament to vote on President Obama's nuclear deal. Ayatollah Khamenei has also threatened to cancel that agreement entirely if the West were to merely suspend economic sanctions against Iran rather than cancel them altogether. It is fairly clear that President Obama and Secretary of State Kerry have ceded immense leverage to the Iranian government in the construction of this deal. A final vote from the Iranian parliament won't occur for at least another month. But here at home, the House will vote on the nuclear deal by the end of next week. A week sooner than had been expected, President Obama has enough votes to pass the deal in the Senate. But Republicans plan to at least express their disapproval of the deal within a matter of days, no matter how feeble the GOP leadership appears by being able to only muster a grumble rather than strong, effective opposition to the deal. My first guest tonight says the stakes are too high with the Iranian nuclear deal to require a mere presidential agreement and perfunctory vote from Congress. Joining us tonight is Alan Dershowitz. He is professor emeritus of Harvard Law School, also author of the book, The Case Against the Iran Deal. Professor, good to have you with us.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Is the President of the United States selling out Israel in this deal?
Well, he's selling out America, and he's selling out the world, and he's selling out Saudi Arabia, and he's selling out Israel. Elie Wiesel once said that for him, the lesson of the Holocaust is always believe the threats of your enemies over the promises of your friends. Khamenei is threatening to destroy Israel. Obama promised to protect Israel and never to allow Iran to develop nuclear weapons. He promised 24/7 inspection. He's promised that they wouldn't cross red lines, and he broke all of those promises to the world and to Americans.
And without shame, embarrassment, or even a slight apology.
Oh, no, with proclamation that he was saving us from war and preventing Iran from developing nuclear weapons. But to me, my favorite quote was today by Senator Kerry, who said, oh, we can't reject the deal. The Iranians will then be right when they say you can't make a deal with America. And the Ayatollah Khamenei will be very annoyed at us. My God, is that the function of an American Secretary of State?
Is this the function of an American president? Yeah. I mean, they have entered a solipsistic world in which, it is all but impossible to hack your way through the absurdities, the untruths, and just pure nonsense and noise that they generate. To what end? I cannot imagine this deal.
Well, the goal, of course, is to prevent Iran from developing nuclear weapons ever. But the president won't look us in the eye and say, this deal stops Iran from ever developing nuclear weapons. The deal itself.
He's actually acknowledged, Professor, that in point of fact, it will not.
It will not.
That within a matter of days, some 15 years hence, that a deal will be, a bomb will be at hand for the Iranians. Well, a nuclear Iran.
He told Tom Friedman paraphrased him in the New York Times, who supports the deal, saying if we can stop Iran from developing the bomb for 10 years, we've succeeded. That's not good enough. That's not good enough to end the sanctions. It's not good enough to take the military option off the table. This deal will encourage the Iranians to cheat. It's more likely there'll be war under this deal than without such a deal.
What will be the result in your judgment here over the course of the next several years?
My book has a pair of dice on the front cover. Right. It's a roll of the dice. It's Russian roulette. Nobody can know. It could produce peace. That's possible. But the likelihood of increasing the chances of war are too great for the deal to be accepted. And it's being accepted in a very undemocratic way. The majority of Americans oppose it. The majority of the Senate opposes it. The majority of the House opposes it. And yet all he needs is 34 people from his own party to support it in the Senate, which he now has. That's not the way the Constitution was contemplated.